Right, doing a new video on the bodies that were found down the lake. There was more than just the four, they're saying bully breeds or whatever they were, that were found, and the one puppy that was found in a shoebox. Apparently there was more than the 5 dead ones found down the lake. When been out there like talking to people, like saying, oh, have you heard about the dead dogs and the puppy and that were found down here dead? And lots of people have heard about it, but they're only highlighting the 5. They're not highlighting the other ones that were found down there. Apparently there was a dead Jack Russell found down there. There was also, I think someone said, a Frenchie as well. So that's like, hang on, that's 5, 6, that's 7 dead ones found down there now. So we've now got members of the public keeping their eyes peeled when they're on their travels down there, whether it be night or day, dog walking themselves or whatever reason they're down there. At the time, everybody, member of the public, are now doing their bit around the lake to see if they can find them before they end up dead, because nobody knows if the other ones were alive before they got dumped down there or whether they were dead before they got dumped down there. Nobody knows that bit yet, but everybody is doing their bit to see on their travels if they can save them if they're alive beforehand, to save these like dogs or puppies or whatever beforehand if they're still alive before that part happens. But if not, then keep going, members of the public. Big thumbs up for doing your bit as well for the local lake and that. But yeah, I mean, everybody's heard about it, and there's been talk as well that people are starting to also wonder if, because where we had lockdown, that people bought loads of dogs, cats, other animals, whatever animals they bought in lockdown, and now they're going back to work, that they want rid of their animals. Well, I just can't express this, right? You think, yeah, you've had a child, a human baby, yourselves in lockdown, right? You're going back to work. Do you then start dumping your child in local parks or wherever else? No, you don't, right? You keep your child, you work around it, and you go to work, yeah? So what is the difference to other people of the world that go to work and have animals, and they keep their animals and go to work as well? No different. So, you know, you work around it, and you do what you do when you own a human child or when you own animals as your babies, yeah? So, anyways, there's a lot of things going on. So everybody's doing their bit. And, you know, there is charities out there, and if I've got to emphasise this, Dogs Trust is a well-known organisation for animals, right? They do not put healthy dogs down, right? They do not put healthy animals down. So, if you do not longer want your pets that you bought in lockdown, or for whatever reason, look up Dogs Trust on internet, or if not, there's the RSPCAs, there's other places that you can go and get help, yeah? But Dogs Trust is one of the big thumbs up charities where they do not put healthy dogs down, and they do find them loving forever homes, yeah? But I just want to put this video up so you know that there was more than 5, yeah? So there weren't just them 4 to do with one and the puppy found in the box. There was actually another 2, right? So that works out to be 5, 6, 7 in total, yeah? They're just not highlighting the other 2 or the other ones that have been found down there. Now, this has not happened in many, many years. We've never had animals being dumped down there. I also found out from somebody else that somebody was saying, oh yeah, there's dog fighting. I said, you what, dog fighting? There ain't no dog fighting. We ain't had dog fighting around here for about 20, 30 years or whatever. And I said, I know all about that. That was years and years ago. But not round here nowadays. It's not like that round here. Well, from what I found out, I was being told, no, not round here. It's up in, was it Newcastle, Manchester, or somewhere like that? I don't know, but apparently there is up there. And I think that's disgusting because it's a bit outdated. Come on, stop dogfighting, because, you know, nobody believes in that anymore. It ain't right, it ain't on. You wouldn't stick your children, your human babies, in a ring and fight your kids against each other, would you? So why would you do that with your pets? Otherwise, I'd advise you not to get pets, or not to have human babies, yeah? So, anyways, that's the first time I've heard about that, but that's not round here. Apparently that's somewhere else. But that needs to be addressed and sorted where that's happening, because never ever have I heard of anything like that in a long, many years. And I'm quite old myself, yeah? So, yeah, anyways, this video is mainly an update to do with the lake and the dead bodies that was found. There was actually more than 5 found. They're just not highlighting it all. And to anybody else that thinks they're going to start doing that, you know, you could have even thrown your dogs out on the street, yeah, and let the dog warden find them, or the members of the public find them and take them in, you know. And I just can't. They must have loved their dogs, right, the 4 that got done together, because they was in really posh bags, right. They weren't, I'm thinking carrier bags or something like that. They was in really posh bags. So you must have loved them, and to know that your pets were chipped and they wasn't put down as lost or stolen, it's like that will trace back to you. But, you know, if you get desperate, then go get help. There's lots of help out there, and I can't emphasise that enough. There's loads of help out there. There's no excuses, yeah? My advice is, don't buy animals if you ain't going to keep them for life, because they're like having human children. And if you don't have human children, then don't have pets. If you've got human children and you've got pets and you're doing that, picture your children's faces on them pets that you've bought. Because that's basically what you're doing. You're basically doing that to your human children, to your fur baby children. It's exactly the same thing, yeah? So stop treating them like cattle, because they ain't your cattle, yeah? So it's like, oh. But anyways, out to the members of public, keep on keeping up with the searches night and day when you're down there, and do your bit, please. I think it's brilliant that we've had so many members of public coming together and doing checks all the time when they're down there now, to do their bit for the animal world. So I can't thank you enough, everybody. You know who you are, so thank you ever so much, and enough love. Right, I'm out of here now, but this was the new video just to update it. So, you know, I said I'd do another one if I found out more. I'm just hoping that they put up a new one on the internet about the more ones that were found, and we want to know, what were they dead before they got there, or were they alive and then died down there? That's what we would like to know as the public. We don't want it sugar coated. We want to know the truth, you know. And that's the thing. You've got to stop putting up parts of the story when we want to know the truth, yeah? So us members of public and the ones that live around here and stuff like that, you know, we'll do our bit to, you know, keep the animals safe and the people safe at all times. But, you know, you need to put up the full story in the near future, not parts of it, yeah? And I'm now doing your job for you and putting up a proper video that there was more than 5, yeah, that were dead down there. And it wasn't just bully breeds, it was also a Jack Russell breed, and was it a Frenchie, someone else told me, or something? A French Bulldog, Frenchie, whatever they are, don't know. But yeah, so that's like 7. Well, that's 7, yeah? But anyways, to anybody who's dumping them down there, Leave them down there, tie them up to the railing down there, alive, and people will go and get them and save them and do right by them if you don't know the knowledge of how to take them dog's trust or how to get that help to put them in a placement where they'll be looked after until they find their forever homes. So my advice is like puppies, you know, putting them in a shoebox. Like, you could have dumped that shoebox outside any shop with a lid off. You could have dumped it out of, you know, the petrol garage and left it there for someone to find it, or just somewhere out in the open, alive, for someone to find them. On their travels, you could have left them there alive, yeah? And then people would have took them in, yeah? And helped them. It's that easy. You don't need to be killing them off. You could have just left them, even adult ones, tie them up with a lead to the fence. There's enough fences round that lake. You could have left them tied up to the fence. And then people on the pathway would have found them. You know, you don't need to be throwing them in lakes or bags or anything like that. But, right, I'm off out of here. New video. See you later. Keep up the good work, people of the public. Thank you. Thumbs up for that. And enough love for you doing your bit as well on your travels. And keep it going, please. Much appreciated. And because the animal well can't speak back, enough love from them. And they're really appreciative of everything you do. Right. Off out of here. Mwah. Love ya.